We're in the business of helping our customers express themselves.
Ultimately, what we do is we deliver smiles.
When we started in 1976, our first store on First Avenue was a small store, but it really only took 40 customers to make that store work. We developed relationships with those customers. Fast forward 40 years, it's what we're still trying to do.
I love companies like the 1-800-Flower story. Talk about Jim starting out as a social worker, coming across a retail florist shop, purchasing that.
And then it went into the 800 telephone line, and then it became 1-800-Flowers.com.
We're not technologists by trade, but we knew we had to get involved early, because if that changed consumer behavior, that could change our business.
I've been doing this for 23 years. You start out managing a company, and not only are you part of the growth, but you take an interest and a role in helping them get from the bottom to the top.
One of the things that really has made the relationship with JP Morgan so valuable to us is the advice that we get, and advice that comes from really understanding our business.
1-800-Flowers is all about innovation, so we're always at the forefront of what's new.
We're mandated to look for new ways to use technology to engage with our customer, whether it's from a transactional perspective or a customer service experience.
We started doing gift baskets, and then our customers said, we'd like some balloons too. And then they said, have you ever tried these cookies? So we bought Cheryl's. And then they said, we'd like to have chocolates as well. And then the most recent acquisition is a company called Harry & David.
When we got into the transaction, many bankers say the first thing you do is sell off the agriculture. But JP Morgan listened to us when we said the agriculture is an important part of the brand. We believe it needs to stay part of the company. The response was, if you believe that, we believe it, we'll finance it.
Probably the biggest challenge we faced as a company was this little thing you might have read about called a recession. But having a good collection of partners, especially our lead bank, JP Morgan, was critically important. Surviving that and prospering as a result at the end of it.
What Jim and Chris have shown over the many years that JP Morgan has been banking them is whatever hand they are dealt, they're able to deal with that situation and get to the ultimate outcome, which is putting a smile on their client's face.
The company's commitment to the community makes me really proud to work for 1-800-Flowers.
Smart Farms allows folks with development issues to have gainful and meaningful employment.
We're growing Smile Farms to put more and more people at work in our greenhouses. Boy, it's more than I could have dreamed of.
We learned early on we were part of a community.
We're still trying to develop relationships with people like we did 40 years ago. Only now we try and use technology to make it more efficient. If you want to predict where we're going to go in the future, just stand outside here or shop and talk to customers and say, what else do you like to send as a gift?